House flipping in 2025 isn't dead, but it's no longer the easy money era investors got used to a few years ago. Margins are tighter, buyers are more selective, and the cost of making a bad assumption has gone up, fast. But the operators who treat flipping like a disciplined, data-driven business are still pulling 12 to 18% net returns. The whole game now is precision. And today, I'm breaking down a complete, practical system for flipping a house in 2025, step by step, from sourcing the deal to listing the finished product. First, let's get the market reality straight. Inventory is up roughly 12 to 15% year over year in many metros. That means more opportunities to buy, but more competition when you go to sell. Home prices are basically flat, 1 to 3% annual growth in most cities, and the median days on market is hovering around 45 to 55 days nationally. Translation, you can't rely on appreciation to save you, and you absolutely cannot let holding times balloon. Hard money is sitting around 11 to 13% with a point or two up front, and conventional investor loans are usually in the 7 to 8% range. These numbers matter because every mistake compounds faster in today's environment. So, where do you actually find a flip that works? The highest probability deals still come from 4 places. 1. Price-reduced or stale listings on the MLS, cosmetic fixers that regular buyers ignore. 2. Investor-focused agents who understand ARV, rehab scopes, and timelines. A good agent is basically your early warning system for mispriced houses. 3. Direct-to-seller leads, which are fewer than before but higher quality when they convert. And 4. Auctions and REOs, especially in states like Ohio, Michigan, and parts of Florida. No matter where the deal comes from, the criteria don't change. You want a purchase price at least 30% below a realistic after-repair value. You want a house with cosmetic or light structural needs unless you already have experience handling major issues. And you need comps within half a mile and within 6 months that support your resale value, especially in the sub-500,000 price range, which still moves the fastest in most markets. Now let's talk underwriting. There are 4 numbers that actually matter, and everything else is noise. First is the ARV, the after-repair value. Only use recently sold, renovated comps, not dream listings. If comps point to 410, underwrite at 410. Always build in a margin of safety. Second is your rehab cost. In 2025, light cosmetic jobs run $25 to $35 per square foot. Moderate rehabs run $45 to $70. Heavy value add work can push past $80 or $100 per foot. Add a 10 to 15% contingency, no exceptions. Third is holding and transaction costs, interest, utilities, insurance, taxes, staging, commissions, closing fees. Most flips land in the $6,000 to $12,000 range depending on loan structure. And fourth is profit. The professional flippers I track aim for 10 to 15% net margin, or at least $25,000 to $40,000 in cash profit on lower-priced homes. If a deal doesn't meet that threshold, walk away. Let's get into financing. You've basically got 3 paths. Hard money, 11 to 13%, 1 to 2 points, 85 to 90% of purchase, and often full rehab funding. Fast and flexible, good for beginners. Conventional loans, 7 to 8%, slower underwriting, usually 20 to 25% down, great for cleaner properties. And private money, 8 to 12% with flexible terms if you've built relationships. Many flippers mix these, hard money for acquisition, private capital for rehab, to lower the blended cost. Renovation budgeting is where most people lose money. In 2025, the smartest flippers use a simple 3-layer model. Layer 1, safety and code. Electrical panels, roofs, HVAC, plumbing leaks, mold, pests, all the things an inspector will hammer you on. These don't boost ARV directly, but skipping them destroys deals. Layer 2, competitive finishes. Buyers expect quartz or solid surface countertops, LVP flooring, updated lighting, clean bathrooms, and stainless appliances. Not luxury, just consistent, modern, durable finishes. Layer 3, value creators. Adding a bedroom if the layout allows, improving curb appeal, opening up flow between living spaces, or enhancing storage and laundry areas. In many markets, a functional extra bedroom adds 8 to 12% to ARV. Selling in 2025 requires discipline. You're not trying to squeeze out every last dollar, you're trying to move the property fast. Price the home 1 to 2% under the strongest nearby comp. List it on a Thursday to catch weekend traffic. Get a pre-inspection so you can fix surprises before a buyer uses them against you. And monitor the first 14 days like a hawk. If you're not seeing traffic or offers, cut the price quickly. Death by slow price reductions is what kills most flips. Here's a real example from Phoenix. A flipper bought a dated 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,500 square foot home for $285. Renovated comps ranged from $385 to $395, so they underwrote at $380. The rehab was $36,000 for cosmetic work and $6,000 for an HVAC update. 42 total, plus contingency brought it to 47. Hard money at 12% with 2 points brought holding and closing costs to about $11,000. The all-in number landed around $343. They listed at $382, sold near asking, and after agent fees walked away with roughly $28,000 net. Not a home run, but above the 10% margin target and realistic for 2025. Now, the risks. Number 1, underestimating repair costs. Labor and materials are still inflated. Number 2, overestimating ARV. Optimistic comps kill deals. Number 3, flipping in slow submarkets where days on market pushes past 70. Number 4, permit delays in states with long approval times. And number 5, flipping higher-end homes. Luxury inventory is sitting longer and the buyer pool is thinner. If you want a concrete action plan, here it is. Pick 1 or 2 zip codes and learn their comps better than anyone. Build a consistent deal pipeline from MLS alerts, investor agents, and direct sellers. Underwrite conservatively every time. Get pre-approved with a hard money lender and line up a private lender as backup. Build a contractor team early and get written scopes with fixed pricing. Execute the 3-layer renovation model: safety, competitive finishes, value add. List strategically and adjust pricing fast based on actual market feedback. And finally, track every number so your next flip is smarter than your last. Flipping is still profitable in 2025, but only for investors who think analytically and operate with discipline instead of emotion. So let me ask you, what part of the flipping process do you think investors underestimate the most? Write it down in the comments section. See you soon.